recording. Yeah, it's like I'm in my own other world. Yeah, I'ma do it like this, man. Yeah, this is how we gotta do it. Look at me, like I'm in my own other world. The haters keep hating but never see me stop. I'm on so fast they never see me drop. I'm killing it, I know you feeling it. It's just because you know I set the trend. You know I do it for real, I gotta represent 100% for what I represent. I'm going hard on the tracks, it's like I got a band. I'ma do it like this. The haters gotta know what a headline is. I'm on another level now, looking like another world.
Okay, very well. On another level, and I must admit, you are on another level when it comes to hip hop.
Yeah.
In another world. Yeah. So you say you are alone. You are a solo.
I'm an independent recording artist.
Yes, yeah. Solo basically.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
It means I work on most of my stuff, like production and getting shows. Everything I do it myself. I'm not under a label. Like that's what it means to be independent. Though I have my own independent record label, which I call Pay the Money Inc. It also has a motto I used to say around. It goes like, all money in, no money out. And if you don't pay up, we never show up. To be in the place, you have to pay the price. But if you don't believe me, you can always ask your sister.
Okay.
That's how the whole motto goes.
We'll ask our sisters later. Let's continue with PMLIVE. The next story, please. One way.
Aspirants for the NRM East Africa Legislative Assembly slots have contested the 2 million shillings nomination fee, which has been set by the Party Electoral Commission as an avenue for generating resources for party activities. In a news conference this morning, the NRM Electoral Commission Chairman Dr. Tango Doi released a roadmap and guidelines for the party EALA primaries, which among other issues included a non-refundable fee of 2 million shillings to be paid by all the aspirants.
Major retired Awich Spoila is one of the NRM members who have expressed interest to vie for the East Africa Legislative Assembly post. He says he has all the required qualifications, competence, including international exposure that would make him a suitable candidate for the NRM ALA slots.
Competency, because if you answer the question of competency, then you answer everything. It's like I remember Bidande Sale once stood and his poster was reading, rely on me. Everybody has written development, democracy, what Bidande says, rely on me. That was the only thing on Bidande. So me, I'm saying competency. Why? Because the regional parliament is not a service provision parliament. It's not a parliament which allocates resources.
Spoila is, however, disappointed with the non-refundable fee of 2 million shillings, which the Party Electoral Commission has subjected to any party member wishing to participate in the party primaries of the ALA.
You trap me at the point of nomination, say contribute. It's more or less, because the word contribution is a voluntary move, isn't it? Now you can't say you tag the contribution to the party with nomination, then that ceases to be a mere contribution. I think it's on the higher side, because why the money for nomination? To me, the money for nomination is for administrative purpose of the exercise, printing papers, although the party should have anyway, but the party raises from up.
Releasing the roadmap and guidelines for the NRM ALA primaries, the chairman of the NRM Electoral Commission, Dr. Tango Doi, insisted that the 2 million non-refundable fees is a must for all aspirants.
Aspiring candidates shall also be required to do the following. Non-refundable nomination fee of 2 million. The nomination fee can be paid at the accounts office of the NRM Electoral Commission, Plot 13, Shadono Road, and the candidate shall be issued with a receipt.
Other requirements for one to contest include One must be a citizen of Uganda, must have attained 18 years or above, must be a registered NRM member, must not have represented Uganda before the East African Legislative Assembly for more than 2 terms. A candidate must have a minimum qualification of A-level or its equivalent. A candidate must not hold any office in government, and one must not be an officer in the East African community. There are 9 Iyala slots for Uganda, which have been competed for by all political parties, with current representatives in the East African Legislative Assembly, among them NRMs Dorothy Byamukama, Daniel Chidega, Margaret Ziwa, Bernard Mulangani, Mike Kennedy Sevalu, and Nasra Tiperu. Opposition's Fred Mukasambide, Chris Okumu Opoka, and Susan Nakauka. This report was compiled by Jaliet Namwaya for Urban TV.
Well, it's not going to be easy for the NRM Iyala aspirants, but good luck with that. Now, health workers from Kawolo General Hospital have been arrested in an operation conducted by the Drug and Monitoring Unit from State House as part of their routine monitoring of government health facilities in the district. The hospital faces a challenge of lack of professional health workers to operate the ultrasound machine. Many patients from the health center are in need of health services and are being referred to other facilities instead, among them Jinja Hospital and Mulago National Referral Hospital.
The State House Health Service Monitoring Unit has arrested suspected health workers from Kawolo Hospital for stealing government drugs in an operation that was carried out this week. The officials held a health delivery meeting at Mayor's Gardens in Lugazi Town Council with the aim of getting views of the patients on the challenges they face while they go for treatment at the health center. In the presence of government officials, the community members noted that they do not receive adequate services from the health center, in addition to high sums of money asked by the health workers. The residents also revealed that the X-ray broke down 3 years ago, and all patients who were involved in accidents have to be referred to Jinja Hospital or Mulago National Referral Hospital. Ironically, one of the residents, Salim Busura, says in the last times he has visited the clinic, he has not been charged at all. The in charge of the hospital, Dr. Joshua Chiberu, says they lack professional health personnel to operate the X-ray machine, hence a big challenge at the health center. The State House Service Monitoring Unit was established by President Museveni in 2010 to unearth the rot in the country's health sector and help improve health services delivery in the country through monitoring the management of essential medicines. This report was compiled by Mukasa Chivumbi for Urban TV.
There was tension in Kabaga Changa village in Kasangati Town Council after Kasangati Court Magistrate ordered for the arrest of one of the village leader's wife suspected to have connived with the husband to kill the village tycoon Lameka Kavuma in 2014.
Get him. Oh, let me pass here.
Police were involved in running battles with the family members of the chairman of Kabogo Kayanga village in Kasangati Town Council, Henry Seriko, who is already behind bars after court ordered that his wife too be arrested. Court order follows allegations that Nsereko and his wife were behind the killing of one of the tycoons of the village, Lameka Kavuma, 3 years ago. Police in company of family members of the late Kavuma went to arrest the chairman's wife but faced a hard time. Police tried arresting the chairman's wife, but she disappeared. Earlier, the chairman, Henry Sereko, had been produced in Kasangati Magistrates Court. Grade 1 Magistrate Prosika Tushabe charged him with 14 counts, including theft and forgery of documents. Sereko denied the charges and asked for bail, which was denied. Instead, he was remanded to Luzira prison until 31st of this month. Isereko is alleged to have forged the documents of the late and illegally took over some of his property, including land. Report by Ernest Chaze for Urban TV.
Over 60 suspected thieves have been rounded up in Kampala. The operation was carried out by police this morning. It follows complaints by traders over the rampant theft by luggage porters in downtown.
The operation was carried out along Nabugabo, Nakasero, Chagwe and Benchwanaka streets, including the bars and trenches downtown Kampala. Police had the list of all the suspected shoplifters, which had earlier been given by the traders. It is this that they used to arrest the over 60 suspects. The suspects were later driven to Central Police Station, where they will be screened, and those found guilty will face the courts of law. Relatives of the suspects stormed the Central Police Station, demanding for the release of their people. By press time, they were still camping there. Police have several times carried out operations where notorious Face Gang members terrorizing Kampala residents have been rounded up. Report by Sulaiman Mutebi for Urban TV.
And Mutebi for that report. Now, those are, the famous Chifesi boys. Let me call them boys.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced, have you ever been robbed? Maybe someone snatching your phone?
You know what? I really fear those Chifesi guys. You know why? They can really mess up your face. That's the first thing. They get to steal the phone and then also mess up your face. That's one thing I don't like. I would give them the phone, but not to mess up my face. Because how am I going to make money when you're... I think there's a story that I heard that, those thieves that used to be around back in the days, they used to be banned and everything. But those people who survived, they came back to revenge and,
So that's the Chifesi story?
Yeah, that's
that's unconfirmed. Anyway, one rail. What do you think about crime rate vis-a-vis unemployment? Because many people are claiming, I'm into crime because I can't afford food, I can't afford supper, I can't afford decent shelter. What is your take on this? I think the
government should come in somehow and try to create job opportunities for those guys who... I was looking at some news and I saw it was trying to help them out and do this, but it's kind of really hard. Yeah, but let's see how it goes. If they grab them, that's good because it saves our faces out there. Okay,
you're more worried about your face.
Messing up my face.
One rail than your phone.
Yeah, that's really very bad.
Okay.
But I would give them the phone. But the problem is, even before they steal the phone or you give them the phone, they just start beating you up. I have a friend who was beaten very badly and I felt sorry for him. So it's good that they grabbed them anyways.
Okay.
True.
All right, guys. We still have more coming up on the show. We have some sports and we also have your feedback on condom distribution across the country. That's the youth demanding that government does it free of charge. What do you think? The hashtag is PMLIVE on Facebook at Urban Television and Twitter at Urban TV Uganda. Let's take a look at what's more to come. American minority is worried of Trump's ruthless leadership.